What's up, you guys? Steven here for Off the Shelf Movie Night to talk to you about physical media, about Blu-rays and 4Ks and the way we like to own our movies and TV shows and concert videos and all of that stuff. If you like this kind of conversation and you haven't given me a subscribe and hit the notification bell and all that stuff, please do so now. Let's keep the conversation going. Let me know about your collection and your pickups and all that kind of stuff. The way I try to approach things differently is being a filmmaker myself. I look at everything as a filmmaker. So I might be a little bit more critical of things than a lot of other similar channels. But I come by it honest. You know, as a filmmaker, I do look at things a different way. So hopefully that benefits you. It's hot, dying here. What we're here to talk about today is my first Criterion 4K. So I've been a little hard on Criterion for a while because all the boutiques are doing 4K releases. When you see even Severin and Vinegar Syndrome and all these guys coming in along with Arrow and everyone else doing 4Ks, it's like, what the hell's going on with Criterion? They're the ones that have always been sort of the de facto, gold standard of boutique releases. But here's the thing we didn't think about is Criterion Channel, I keep saying Criterion Channel, you guys, I don't know why. Criterion, they're kind of like Apple in a way, is when something new comes along, they don't do it until they can do it like perfectly. And I say this as an Android phone user, but they wait until they can make it the best they think they can make it before they do it. So I feel like maybe that's what happened with Criterion. They were just waiting until they had it perfected. Now, does this movie we're talking about today show like the pinnacle of 4K transfers? No. Does it show probably the best 4K transfer we would get of this particular movie? Yeah. Spoilers for the review, but we are talking about the Uncut Gems 4K release. Quickly, audio and video. Image is wonderful. Colors, this is one of those times where the best thing I can say about this, and I've had this discussion with Blue Underground releases, is when I watch this movie here in the studio space, it felt just like when I saw it in the theater. The color is timed and looks as it did in the theater. It's beautiful. Very cinematic. There's a good bit of grain here, but there was in the source. It all looks good. It isn't DNR'd to death. Detail levels are great. When you get close-ups of Adam Sandler's face, you see the creases and wrinkles in his face, sometimes the pores. It's beautiful. Now, if you have the sound system for it, if you have the Atmos sound system for this movie, if you haven't seen it, is very difficult for a lot of people, including me, to watch because it just drives your anxiety in a lot of ways. So the story basically of this is you've got kind of a shady jewelry dealer and also gambling addict who acquires an incredible gem inside a rock, or a rock full of incredible gems, whatever. And he loans it to someone. I don't want to get too deep into it, but he loans it to someone, which gets him in even more trouble because he banks on having it. And there's a lot. He's a shady, very unlikable character. But it's a fascinating ride. But there's scenes throughout this thing in his jewelry store where every actor in the jewelry store is talking full speed ahead and loud and screaming. And the sound mix is done so that you can hear all the conversations. It's not like there's a conversation that's in focus that you're listening to and then there's background noise. No, everything is almost at the same level. Add to that this swirling score. And it can really push your anxiety, and it does mine. In the theater, it was like very difficult at times to watch. I just wanted to scream in the theater, "Shut the fuck up" to everyone. So putting this in my home theater with the Atmos, I felt exactly the same way. So that is a wonderful success. This is a very, very, very good 4K. Now, I have better 4Ks, but they came from better source. This was just like seeing it in the movies, and that is the best sort of piece of information I can give you. So when we first saw this package, I was not a fan. Most of the people I know were not fans, but now that I have it in hand, I'm like, oh yeah, this is Criterion. So it turns out Criterion is doing the digipacks for all of their 4Ks. And, you know, one thing I didn't like about what a lot of boutique distributors are doing are using maybe they're putting the movie in a box, but we still get that same old 4K black case. Not here. They don't feel, Criterion doesn't feel the need to go all over the front of it with 4K logos. It's on here. They assume that collectors like us know what we're doing, and we can just find it. Also, this looks very different than the Blu-ray. So, front and back, this is a much more glorious package than I anticipated it being. On the inside is the digipack, front and back. This is like, together the front and back of this is like a piece of jewelry that's in the jewelry shop. On the inside, we've got cool artwork taken from the movie, and you've got your 4K inch Blu-ray. Now, there's an accompanying book with essays in it, and this thing is wonderful because it is designed, check it out, like one of those mail-order jewelry catalogs, and it maintains that look. It even has order forms in here. They really went the full 9 yards. Of course, the write-ups are in here, the essays are here, but it maintains this look all the way to, like, on the back page, you have a picture of the family. Like this is a family-run business. This thing is wonderful. Wonderful. It's a wonderful package. Now, this is Criterion's kind of return to form for me because I've been kind of like side-eyeing them a little bit with some of their extras and that kind of thing. But this brings over commentaries. There's a commentary on here from 2019 with the director and producers. There's deleted scenes. There's audition videos. There's 2 short films on here. There's a series of making of documentaries. It's packed. It's packed with stuff. This is a Criterion, one of their quality releases. This reminds us why Criterion is the king of boutique distributors. Guys, if you like this movie, it's a pickup. I recommend highly. It's a great film. I'll give you a quick look there so you can pause it. It's a great film, beautiful package, great quality video and sound, and plenty of bonus features. Plenty. Got the 4K and the Blu-ray in here. Highly recommended. Gets my seal of approval. I hope you appreciated this. As a very short film, or short video. I know. I'm kind of exhausted. It's the end of Black Friday. So I hope you enjoyed this. Until next we meet, pull something cool off the shelf, share it with your friends and family, and remind them why physical media is the best way to watch films on TV. I'll see you guys on the next one.